Today I have another businesswoman in my blog. Her name is Julia Volet, and she has her own flower arrangement studio, and also she creates special candles. So today I'm at Abu Dhabi at Saadiyat Island, where new Jumeirah hotel is being opened. Actually, the official opening is tomorrow, and today Julia is preparing a special flower arrangement at the main lobby of the hotel. Let's go and check it out what's going on. It's a very beautiful lobby. Some jellyfish is coming from the ceiling, and it's still a bit of construction, so you might hear noise, but it's fine. So here's the arrangement of Julia, and she's very hard at work. So I'm not going to disturb her right now, but after she's done, she will explain about this piece of beautiful flower art, and also we're gonna go sit down, and she's gonna talk about her inspiration and the concept behind her business. Guys, I'm going to introduce you Julia Volet that finished just now a beautiful flower exposition behind us in a newly opened Jumeirah at Saadiyat Island hotel. So Julia, can you please tell about your business? What do you do?
We have flower design business along with botanics. So we're creating installations, we're creating atmosphere in homes, in corporate businesses, restaurants, hotels. Also we do manufacturing candles here in UAE. I believe it's one and only candle manufacturing in Dubai. Okay. So we are very proud of making products in United Arab Emirates because it's very unique that someone actually come up with the idea to make candles. It's not my idea. Of course, the candles exist since 3000 BC, and candles become a part of lifestyle. So we created a brand which called Julia Volet. We created a few collections now and working on a third collection to be launched in December 2018, just before Christmas time.
Okay, so I believe it's a great combination that Julia has. So my next question is, when did you decide to open your business, and what was your biggest motivation to start your own business?
My profession is a chemical engineer. Mm-hmm. I always wanted to create something like, all my life I was working. Living in Russia, I was having a job, I was working on a project. I did a few installations as an engineer as well. Then when we moved to Dubai with my family, I had my daughter born here in Dubai. Mm-hmm. So the idea to have the business, it's actually become from unfortunate, because my daughter had very bad allergic reactions on chemicals, on soaps. So when I bathed her, she would have a rash and allergic reactions. Mm-hmm. So I started to think, why wouldn't I create some product that is very soft for child skin, mm-hmm. for baby skin. And I started to work on creating some formulations for soaps, mm-hmm. for scrubs, for lotions. That's how it became not a business yet, mm-hmm. but an idea was born, okay. to create my own product. So after that, I moved forward with more professional way how to create products. And then, of course, the passion for flowers and botanics was always there. I always loved work with flowers. I like to work in my garden back in Russia. Even in Dubai, my garden is very full of all kinds of plants. Mm-hmm. Blooming plants with beautiful roses. For example, I have a garden with a few roses, mm-hmm. that I grow myself. So the business actually born from just accident. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a planned business, but step by step I started to realize that it becomes something serious. I have something there, mm-hmm. because the creative ideas was behind every project. I take very seriously every step of the way. I am thinking throughout the idea. I am creating a mood board. So I always wanted to design any kinds of arrangements. I wanted to design and plan weddings, events. So I actually very happy person. I do what I love.
Julia, is it easy or hard to be a businesswoman? What do you think?
It depends. If you dedicate yourself fully to business, if you are single, it's much easier. If you have family, if you have children depend on you, you have husband that has his needs. It's, you know, people call it to have a balance. I can't call it like that. It's just no way you can have balance. How can you balance in between business and family? You make choices. That's what it is. You make choices at the moment when you need to make choices. I don't know if I make always right choices. I hope I do, but it's very hard sometimes.
So what do you have to sacrifice in your life for business, if any?
Sacrifice is time. It's time that I could spend with my family. That's very difficult for me.
But on the other side, what gives you the motivation and drive to go somewhere and spend the time along, away from your family, somewhere else, but to create something beautiful?
It's passion. Passion for what I do. I enjoy myself when I'm creating. It doesn't matter how many hours, how many days I'm working on a project. It's the satisfaction when it's done. It's just unbelievable.
That's true. Can you tell me about your biggest project, the one that you're most proud of?
It's actually what we have just created now.
Oh, okay. I'm lucky today.
Yes.
Okay. Can you then briefly describe what you've done here?
So the idea was to create a lobby design for the table. The table that stands in the lobby and just about to be open, Jumeirah Al Saadiyat Island Resort in Abu Dhabi. So the idea was to create something different, without using flowers, without using vases. Think outside of the box, basically. That's what we wanted to do. When we did that, we wanted to use wood to add organic feel. So that's how we created the stands for the table, for example, here. We used driftwood, and then we added a touch of greenery, which is succulents and moss.
Okay, yeah, I think it's really important, especially in terms of location. When people just enter the hotel, they will see all this greenery and this beautiful arrangement, which is truly unique because I don't see, like, you know, these blooming flowers. But on the other side, it's very different because it represents like the spirit of the desert with some greenery and cactuses in it. So I really like this combination. I think you did a great job.
Thank you so much.
And also you gave me a small piece of this flower, and you told me that it can grow, right? So if I just plant it,
it's a piece
soil,
it's a piece of succulent.
Okay,
It's
so
actually accidentally fell out from a plant.
Okay.
So what you can do, you just place it on a soil, any soil, and it will start growing.
Okay. Do I need to use any special treatment?
Nothing.
Or
Well, you
water?
can put just spray water once a week, and it will grow back.
I need to spray it on it, yeah, not in the soil.
It's better on the soil. Yeah.
Okay, great. So yeah, hope it will also grow in a beautiful. So it will become like this, or
It would become like
that one. Yeah?
that one.
Okay, great. So can you tell me what is your plan? Where do you see your business in, let's say, 2 to 3 years? Where do you want to grow it?
I would like to put impact in overall acceptance of floral business in the region. That's probably everyone's dream who is working in art area industry and designing industry. I would like to have a concept that I created to touch people's heart. That's the most important thing for me. If I have clients who would come back and buy more flowers from me, that is my goal.
That's great. Can you tell me how do you find your clients right now? Who was your first big client and how you approached it?
My biggest client, my first client actually, is Coya, Dubai.
It's a restaurant.
It's a restaurant, yes. They actually opened when I had opened my business.
When was it?
It was 2014.
Okay.
And we kind of grew together. Like they have their birthday, and I'm nearly having my birthday, not my birthday, but my business birthday same time. And we had many projects together. We support each other, like we're having each other's back. I feel it. I have amazing relationship with the management.
Julia, so many young entrepreneurs watch us, maybe many girls who want to start their own business. Can you give the most important piece of advice from you for someone who wants to start a business?
You have to know what you want. If you don't know what is that you are approaching, that you really need to have an idea what is that you want with this idea. Where is this idea should take you?
Yeah.
Then the concept will have to born as well. And then if you have that, then you have to follow. It doesn't matter if it's now or after a year or after 5 years, but you cannot stop. You have to go straight forward without stopping.
Yeah, that's very important, I believe. From your experience in business, what was the biggest challenge, the biggest obstacle, and how did you overcome it?
The biggest challenge is to have right supplies in this region.
Yeah.
That's the biggest challenge. Every time you need to have some raw material or you want to create something, it's a challenge to find the right supplier.
And now we're going to have a very special offer from Julia, only for subscribers of Motivator DXB. Julia, can you please do your best for our subscribers?
My offer is 20% discount on all products for Julia Volet. You can log in juliavolet.com, and 20% discount on all products that you can find on our website for special promo code Motivator DXB.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. I think you definitely have to use it and enjoy beautiful flower arrangements candles that Julia creates with her own hands. It's really beautiful, handmade and unique. I'm really excited about it. And next time when I have some kind of event, I will definitely reach out to Julia to help me out with that. Thank you, Julia, very much for your time, and good luck with everything.
Thank you.